Hello and welcome to BikeNation. I'm Bryn Lucas. Now in front of me I've got the Shark helmet. This one here is the Vancore. It's a very cool urban style helmet with the goggles that are built in. They can be removed, but we'll come to details very, very soon. This graphic is known as War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. War. Brilliant. Have a look at BikeNation to see all the different options. We're going to get to grips with all the features. Don't go anywhere. Huh! Let's have a look at this helmet. This is made from a thermoplastic resin construction, which is nice and strong, interweaving too, so it will protect you should you need it. Fantastic amount of protection. It's pretty light as well, actually. And it's got these goggles that are built in. And what's really nice about these goggles on the outside is they can be released very, very simply. Now, we're going to have a look at the full helmet, the ventilation and the rest of it, but the first thing I need to do is show you the goggles and how to take them off. And it'll become clear in just a second why. On this side, you've got a very simple quick release system. These little pegs stick out and the goggle's attached to it. So all you do is lever it forward and off it comes. Move it around to the other side here and then give it a little push back and off it comes too. So you can take the goggles off completely if you want to, or you can leave them attached on one side. They can be dangling, and then when you're about to set off, you simply hook it back on and off you go. Now, the reason I want to show you these goggles is to tell you about them. They've got great features. There are 2 layers of plastic on here. The optics themselves have been created by Carl Zeiss as well, so very, very reputable. It's made of this very flexible material. As you can see, you can really bend it around, doesn't damage them at all. And because of the way they're constructed, they're designed for great vision for you, so you're not going to get any bizarre things coming at you that you don't expect. On the back of the goggles, you've got this foam area too. And when you press that onto your face, it's really soft, really cushioned, and it actually causes a sort of a vacuum inside the goggle itself. Now, because of that, and the fact that these goggles are anti-fog, you do need to get air to get inside the goggles themselves. And at the bottom, you've got these 2 air vents, one either side. These are foam lined as well, and then you've got one long one at the top. Now, when you put the goggles on the helmet, because there's no air vent at the front here that you normally have with helmets, you can just about see, or you might be able to see, that the air can get in here and get directed inside the goggles. So it goes inside the goggles there, keeps your face nice and fresh, particularly your eyes as well. And then any hot air that's inside can escape through the top. And what again is really nice is when you have a look at the top of the helmet just here, you've got this air vent line. So the hot air flows out of the goggles into the top of the head and then gets drawn through the helmet using all the channeling that's built in. Now you've got this 2-position air vent on the top as well. Let me take these off. You've got this 2-position air vent on the top as well. So you can open it in 2 positions. Air will get driven in. That helps drive the hot air out the helmet, and all the hot air escapes using little vents that are cleverly designed into the lining that you can't see. So it will keep you feeling nice and fresh when you ride along. You've got the option of having the goggles on or off. Normally I'd like to keep mine on when I'm riding along because you don't want bugs getting in your eyes. But if you want to wear glasses, or you do wear glasses, little word of warning, the space around here isn't that big. So if you've got quite big glasses, quite big frames, you might find they don't fit in there. So just bear that in mind. Check it out if you do wear spectacles. So that's the outside construction. A fantastic looking helmet, as you can see. The 2 pegs on the back here designed for the goggles that come in the box too, as I said. That's the outside. Let's now have a look at the inside. And we'll start by having a look at the Ratchet system. This is a chin strap. It just slides in like so. To release it, you raise it up. It's a very simple system. I do like a Ratchet strap, very easy to use. Now the materials as well, made from natural bamboo, which is moisture wicking, but the outer layer here is also a weatherproof material too. This is a kind of a curtain area that goes around the back of your head and the side of your head. This stops the air getting in, the cold air getting in. It also stops noise getting in too, so you can pay attention to what's going on around you and not that rushing air noise as you ride along. So the pads themselves, as I say, made from natural bamboo materials, which are moisture wicking. They draw the moisture away from your skin, keep you nice and dry when you're riding along. And over time, you might want to give them a bit of a wash and maybe help them smell a little bit fresher. And you can very easily, as with most helmets nowadays, you can take the pads out. So out one this comes. This is the skull cap. Give it a bit of a tug. He says out it comes. And with this out, you can see this flexible area here that stops the noise. You can see the weatherproof material. You can also see the different materials that the inside is made from. So you've got a slightly different material for the top of your head as you do for your forehead area, but you can also see just how thick these pads are. Very nice, give you a great deal of protection. But you can also take out the cheek pads as well. Give it a little tug there. All you have to do is move it over the clip. Out it comes. You give it a wash, when it dries, put it back in. Now with this out, you can actually see a slightly different area around the back, a slightly thinner area here. This has been designed, so if you've got a shark tooth intercom system, or another one of course, you could put it in your helmet, and it's got the spaces too to allow the air to, or the noise to flow in, so you can hear what people are saying to you. And if you have a look at the inside here too, you can see this kind of recessed area. This is for speakers, so if you've got the speaker system in, it goes there, it's all ready. Now with all the pads out, you can see the channeling, the air channeling just there. All the cold air gets in, gets drawn through the helmet and gets thrown out the bottom there, out the back of your head, so you won't even know, but it will keep you feeling nice and fresh. So a fantastic looking helmet. What is really nice to remember is it does have the quick release system, so the goggles can be put on very, very quickly and very, very easily. And you also have the grooves around the side to keep the goggles in place just where you'd want them. As you can see, this little groove just here too. So the goggles go on very easily. Even a fool like me can do it within seconds. So that's the helmet, loads and loads of features. Check out the product specification. Does come with a bag as always to keep the helmet protected when you're not using it. Now remember of course, any orders from BikeNation of £25 or more get free delivery. This comes in a range of different sizes, so check out the sizing guide, and if you've got any questions, give the BikeNation team a call because they'd be more than happy to help. Also subscribe to the BikeNation channel. There are loads of other options available, so go and check those out too. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're all over the place. I'll see you again very soon.